In this video, I want to help you become a more complete boxer. Now, complete boxer, that's a pretty loaded term right there. So let's simplify it a little bit more. I want to give you 3 combinations that you could use to drill 3 different distances or scenarios. I'll give you a combination to work that'll help you in the outside range, a combination that will help you in the mid range, and a combination that will help you in the inside range. I'll break down each of those combinations in more details and more situations that where you can visualize and make it more realistic when executing the actual combination. And on that note, throw your gloves on, let's get into the video.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the win.
So like I said, 3 different distances, right? You have your outside range, your mid range, and your inside range. Let's break down the combination you would work from the outside range. Now, this is a great combination. On the outside, as a boxer, and if you're a little more on the greener side or rookie, that's okay. Let me break this down. On the outside range, strategically, you want to be able to use your feet a lot, be able to move around your bag or your opponent, and really establish your most important punch, your jab or your front hand. This is a great combination to do so. I always tell people in boxing, it's so detail oriented. The smallest details make the biggest difference. So sometimes good to over exaggerate that detail in an effort to become, or in an effort to make it a better, stronger habit. Over exaggerate a certain detail in an effort to make it a stronger habit. So this detail right here, we want to really establish our front hand and our jab and our footwork. All right, so what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna go 3 jabs. This is the first combination from the outside, 3 jabs, but you're gonna go jab to the head, jab to the body, jab to the head, followed by 3 more front hands. A jab, front hook, jab. Notice I'm farther away from my bag, my opponent, the outside range, all right? So recap and review that combo. High, low, high, jab, hook, jab. It's a 6-punch combination, just conditioning and strengthening your front hand. Again, jab, 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 hook, jab. Again, high, low, high, jab, hook, jab. So a couple of details we want to emphasize here. We're working from the outside range, right? So our backhand is tight, glued to our cheek, especially if we're only throwing this front hand, and we want to be able to apply realistic movements that you would use on the outside. The head movement and the foot movement as well. A little bit of footwork on the outside, and notice how I'm moving on the outside. It's more applicable with my feet. Because if you watch my other videos, how to improve your heavy bag work, you wouldn't be able, or you wouldn't necessarily be able to bounce right in front of your opponent when you're this close. A little farther away, you could bounce, you could move your feet a little bit more, and again, strengthening that front hand. So try this with me. Jab, 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 hook, jab. Then a little foot movement, working around the bag from the outside. Boom, boom, backhand's tight. Moving, treating this bag like it's your opponent. Jab, 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 hook, jab. Backhand's glued to the cheek, and you move again. Jab, 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 hook, jab. Ideally, I wouldn't throw this combination for less than a round, all right? Really drilling this for at least 1 full round, and a round could be different for everyone. You may be training for 2-minute rounds or 3-minute rounds with 30-second breaks or 1-minute breaks in between. But again, repetition and over-exaggerating little details will help you form those habits better. Strengthen that front hand and apply that foot movement from the outside. That'll help you become complete. All right, the next step to becoming a complete boxer. Let's work from the mid-range. Now, when I think mid-range, I still like that jabs distance apart, but that means the opponent's a little easier for them to initiate us as well. So mid-range combination, I like to tighten up my hands a little bit more, elbows in here, still applying my little head movement, but notice I'm sitting a little lower in my stance from the mid-range. I don't want to be too light on my feet to where my opponent catches me off balance from bouncing on my toes. I want to sit a little bit more in the mid-range. I want to bend my knees a little bit more and tighten up my guard to set up this combination. Guess what we're going to use? The jab again. All right, we're going to throw a double jab, 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 and follow it up with a cross, front hook, back hand cross. This combination is simple but super effective. You're using your double jab, quick jab, getting that front hand in their face in an effort to drive 3 power punches. All right, jab, jab, cross, hook, cross. I'm sitting lower, my hands are a little tighter. Jab, jab, cross, hook, cross. So, double jab to set it up. You're feeling it a little more in your shoulder. You're not putting too much on those jabs. You're just getting that front hand in their face. You're doubling up, kind of blinding their vision and following it up with a big turn with the backhand cross. Big turn with the front hook and a big turn with the backhand cross. So mid-range here. Details. Sitting a little lower. I'm going to be using my legs, my body behind my punches. My hands are a little tighter. I'm still moving with my head slightly. Double up the jab. Cross, hook, cross. You follow it up. Few more. Full C's. Full tempo now. Ba, ba, ba. Nice movement. That double jab. Flick it in the face. And bang those power punches. Ba, ba, ba. Into that heavy bag, your opponent. Mid-range combination. Again, drilling this combo for at least 1 round. Remember, if we have to form a good habit, we want to over-exaggerate that detail by hammering that repetition. Mid-range, done. And the final combination that may help you become a more complete boxer, let's drill a combination from the inside range. Again, I don't like to get too fancy with these things. We're gonna keep it simple, all right? Since we're a little closer to the bag, let's set it up properly. Let's focus on the little details. Again, sitting lower in our stance. We're not being too tall, being too exposed, being off balance. We're gonna sit a little bit lower. We're gonna bend our knees, have a good base and a good foundation. I'm gonna tighten up my elbows a lot more when I'm closer to my opponent. All right, I want to protect my body, specifically right here, straight down the middle and the side. All right, hands are up. I like to go to the side on the temple, keeping the elbows tucked and sitting here. Just because your hands are tighter on the inside doesn't mean you stop moving your head. You can still move your head side to side, making small, minimal movements right here. Here's the thing, it's harder to set up combinations on the inside with the jab. So how do we set up a combination on the inside? With our head movement. So we're gonna go side to side right here with a head movement on the inside to set up this combination, which is super simple. You're just gonna shoot 4 fast uppercuts, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4 fast uppercuts. You're gonna rip a front hook to the body for power and a back hook to the body for power. And I like this combination. Let's keep it simple on the inside, outside, mid-range, whatever. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it fundamental, all right? We will let our hands go and throw for more volume, outworking our opponent on the inside. We use our head movement to set up our combination. Notice I go back to that head movement right after. Side to side. Speed on the uppercuts, power on the hooks to the body. Hands are tight. I'm a little lower on the inside. 4, 5, even 6 fast uppercuts to really set up those rips to the body. Side to side, I'm sitting low, I got a good foundation. And I'm back to it. Let's do a couple more, full tempo. Again. And I'm back to side, inside combination. Remember, we're drilling for at least 1 full round, if not 2 or 3. I hope you got a little value out of the video today. Just to recap and review, 3 different combinations to make you a more complete boxer. Combination 1 from the outside. Jab, 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 hook, jab. Strengthening your front hand. Combination from the mid-range. We're a little lower. We're using our jab still, but following it up with power punches. Jab, jab, cross, hook, cross. And that third combination from the inside, we're gonna sit lower, tighten up our guard, head movement side to side to set up 4 fast uppercuts with 2 power hooks to the body right behind it. My name is Jeremiah. Again, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was able to give you a little bit of value and knowledge when working out or boxing training on your own. I hope that you're growing with your boxing training so you can grow outside of your boxing training. I truly believe that boxing is one of the best ways to elevate your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. Train boxing hard to elevate yourself so you can elevate those around you. Again, if this gave you a little bit of if this content gave you a little bit of value, please take the time to subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. And on that note, I'll see you soon.